Have you ever woken up in the morning and realized something seems different? Not only the tightness in your back or the haze of sleep. I am referring about the type of vitality you had when you were in your 20s. Your body's peaceful, self-assured preparation served as a reminder that you are still a man. I want to share with you a natural secret that can help you regain that feeling if it has been lacking lately. And what you drink before bed is the first step. Greetings, I'm Dr. Olivia Emma, a urologist with more than a decade of experience in restoring strength, self-assurance, and a sense of connection to one's health in men over 50. And now, we're going to discuss a nighttime beverage that might surprise you with its potency. I know it sounds almost too easy, but really, it's just a drink before bed. But before you dismiss it and go on to something more ostentatious, stay with me because what I'm going to tell you isn't just another trendy gimmick. It is not a miracle drug derived from the newest advertising gimmick. It is anchored in something far deeper, the actual biology of your body, especially after the age of 50. And this small sleep routine suddenly makes a lot of sense once you know how these internal changes occur naturally. You see, a number of bodily systems start to deteriorate with age. For example, your blood vessels start to lose some of their youthful flexibility little by little, year after year, rather than all at once. The pliable barriers that once readily opened to allow blood to pass through become to harden. Your testosterone, the hormone that drives drive, desire, and tissue healing, starts to gradually decrease in the meantime. Sleep comes next. It no longer comes as deeply or as healingly as it used to. Your body does not use your hours as effectively, but you may still receive them. All of these elements come together to create a single, serious problem: impaired recovery at night. Many things are impacted by this longer recovery, but blood flow is particularly affected. And I have a very important item to tell you. Regarding a man's confidence, vitality, and sexual health. The flow of blood is crucial. It has nothing to do with muscle strength or testosterone levels. Nothing functions as it should if the blood is not adequately flowing to the right location at the right time. Your circulatory system's performance determines your ability to achieve and sustain an erection, as well as your capacity to experience desire. For this reason, this beverage is more than just a cozy nighttime custom. It serves as a support system, letting your body know when it's time to relax, recover, and get ready for the next day with increased vigor and vigor. Let me explain the drink in detail and, more importantly, why it is so effective. It's an easy combination. A slice of fresh ginger, warm water, and pure pomegranate juice. Only 3 components. No caffeine, no additional sugar, nothing artificial. However, each of these 3 components plays a crucial part in maintaining your system, particularly when you sleep. First, let's talk about the pomegranate juice. This fruit is more than just tasty. Polyphenol, which are naturally occurring plant substances, are abundant in it and can help relax the inner walls of your blood vessels. Consider your blood vessels to be similar to garden hoses. Water does not pass through them readily when they are stiff or irritated. But when the lining called the endothelium is smooth and healthy, everything flows better. Your pelvic area, including your penis, receives precisely what it needs to remain robust and responsive as pressure decreases, oxygen delivery improves, and nutrients flow easily. That's how polyphenol work. They are not stimulants. They are advocates, subtly reconstructing and mending what has been eroded by time. Let's now discuss ginger. This small root, which you have certainly used in tea or cooking, is doing something considerably more spectacular than giving taste. Ginger has long been renowned for its anti-inflammatory effects, but beyond that, it actually helps boost nitric oxide in the body. The chemical messenger that instructs your blood arteries to relax and broaden so that blood may flow where it needs to is called nitric oxide. Indeed, many performance-enhancing drugs attempt to imitate this same mechanism. Ginger, on the other hand, works with your body rather than against it. It's safe, natural, and gentle. And the older you get, the more your body values that. And the warm water comes next. Most people overlook this section, assuming it is merely there to dilute the liquid. However, warmth has great power. In addition to calming your digestive tract and assisting in nervous system regulation, warm water also slightly widens your blood vessels, which facilitates the absorption of nutrients. The warmth gets everything going, so imagine it like a delivery truck with its motor running. So, instead of the ginger and polyphenol merely lying in your stomach, they are pumped into your bloodstream where they can get to work as you sleep. I understand that some of you may be questioning if this will actually have an impact. I can also appreciate the skepticism. However, I have seen this work in real guys, patients, friends, and even family members who have tried it repeatedly and experienced changes, not overnight miracles, but gradual improvements, rather than merely in study or textbooks. Their sleep was deeper. They felt less sleepy when they woke up. Above all, they observed a silent reappearance of what they believed had vanished. That innate morning vitality, that silent reminder that their body was still powerful, capable, and receptive. Here's the problem, though. This has nothing to do with pursuing a past self. Trying to go back in time to your 20s is not the goal. It's about respecting the guy you've become and providing him with the everyday attention and assistance he requires to continue living a strong and self-assured life. Even in the most basic ways, taking care of your health may be a source of dignity. I adore this drink because of this. It isn't just another task on your list of things to accomplish. It isn't something else to worry about. It is a silent gesture of encouragement, a tiny present to your body before you go to sleep. You're not taking any medication. You're not pressuring someone to answer. You are giving the body permission to do what it was designed to do, heal, restore, and get ready for the next day. For this is the reality. Most guys believe that in order to achieve results, they must use drastic measures. They believe that something cannot succeed if it is not difficult or complex. Thus, they omit the fundamentals. However, I'm here to remind you that often the largest changes come from the tiniest activities carried out regularly. You are doing something really beneficial when you drink this blend before bed. Your cells are being hydrated. Your nervous system is being calmed. Your circulation is becoming better. Most significantly, you are reminding your body that it is essential, that it is still alive, that it deserves attention, and that it is still able to experience joy. Take 5 minutes tonight before bed. Warm up some water, add a little pomegranate juice, add a thin slice of fresh ginger, sit with it, and take a slow sip. Consider it more than just a drink. Consider it a silent declaration to your body that you are present, that you are paying attention, and that you are still in the game because you are. And let your body to demonstrate to you the strength of that small pledge tomorrow morning. Let's now examine why males over 50 find the night to be such a potent and sacred window. You know, sleep is typically thought of as the moment when everything stops working. In actuality, though, it is the most active healing time of the day for your body. Your tissues are rebuilt, your cells are repaired, and your most important systems begin readjusting for the following day during those peaceful hours. For example, your hormones start to balance themselves. During sleep, testosterone, which normally decreases with age, is produced in brief, well-timed pulses. Energy, mood, sexual function, and muscle restoration all depend on these surges. A significant change also occurs in your nervous system. It shifts into rest and digest mode from fight or flight mode, which is the tense, nervous condition we frequently inhabit during the day. This change is restorative as well as soothing. It allows your organs, particularly your heart and blood arteries, to work stress-free. Speaking of blood vessels, they also start a lovely rhythm all at once. They seem to be educated to remain elastic and young by softly expanding and contracting. Whether or not there is a robust, consistent blood flow the following morning depends on that elasticity. Here's the problem, though. Your body does not obtain the rest it needs if you go to bed dehydrated, bloated, irritated, or loaded with processed foods and sugar. It enters defense mode rather than healing. Poor sleep, lower circulation, more nighttime toilet excursions, and a lackluster start to the day are the results of your vessels stiffening, your heart rate increasing, and your digestive system remaining overactive. For this reason, the beverage we have been discussing consists of more than simply a few nutritious components. It goes beyond what's in the cup. It has to do with the signal you give your body before bed. You are communicating effectively without using words when you take the time to prepare something that cools inflammation, soothes your digestion, strengthens your tissue, and nourishes your circulation. I care about my recovery, you say. I wish to awaken with strength. Instead of only hoping for vitality, I am fostering the conditions that make it possible. And I can assure you that that message is clearly heard by your body. Give it time. It might not manifest as a significant shift right away. Your body starts to trust the rhythm night after night. It begins to heal more thoroughly. You can start to see minor but significant changes. Fewer trips to the toilet at night, a stronger and more steady stream in the morning, ease in the pelvic area, more mental clarity when you wake up, and yes, the return of that silent signal of healthy blood flow and that familiar sense of preparedness. The beauty of it all lies here. The preparation time for this full habit is less than 2 minutes. There are only a few ingredients, a little intention, no complicated plans, no prescriptions, and a readiness to take gentle, judgment-free care of oneself. Let me offer you one more piece of advice, though, if you want to take it a step further and really boost this drink's potency. Even while the components function on a cellular and molecular level, their effects are enhanced when combined with mild evening exercise. I'm not referring to a strenuous exercise regimen. I'm talking about anything calming, like a 10-minute stroll after dinner, a quick stretch in your living room, or even just lying on your back, breathing deeply, closing your eyes, and placing one hand on your chest. Your parasympathetic nervous system is activated by these easy exercises, the area in charge of balanced hormone activity and deep, restful sleep. Your body recognizes it's time to heal when that mechanism kicks in. And that's when the real mending starts. Here's your new bedtime ritual then. Additionally, it respects your requirements, time, and age. You shift about a bit. You take a deep breath. Your drink is your creation. And you take a slow drink, letting your body absorb all of the nutrients. This has nothing to do with pursuing youth or performance. It has nothing to do with pressure. It's about making room for your body to manifest as it was intended to, physically, emotionally, and hormonally. This develops into more than just a habit over time. It turns into a daily routine, a sacred time that helps you rediscover your physical presence, power, and wisdom. It turns into a subdued yet effective method of telling yourself, I'm still in this game. I still have the ability to sustain myself each and every night. That decision has dignity. And there's beauty in it. I therefore encourage you to try something new tonight rather than numbing yourself with late-night TV or aimlessly browsing through your phone till you fall asleep. Enter your kitchen, cut a piece of fresh ginger into slices, fill a small glass with pure pomegranate juice, sprinkle with warm water, stir gently, and intentionally sip. Be careful when drinking. Drink as though you were showing your body how much you care. It is because it is, not because of what it can do. Because you need to hear the truth. You're still in your prime. A new chapter has begun for you. And if you decide to support it, that chapter can be powerful, lively, and incredibly satisfying. Small, regular acts of nutrition are the first step. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. If this message struck a chord with you, I encourage you to subscribe to a new kind of health that is based on knowledge, innate power, and the peaceful confidence that comes from lovingly taking care of your body. You still have your finest years ahead of you. They're awaiting your decision to give them food. Proceed to sip your